Welcome back to None Your Beeswax Apiary. Today's April the 13th, and we're going to go in and check on our nukes to see if our queens hatched out, and if they didn't, I've got two spare queens that I've got caged up in the cell builder there that we can introduce into the hive. So we're just going to go in. We're not going to disturb them a whole lot. We're not going to look for the queens. We're going to go in and find that queen cell that we put in, see if she's chewed her way out, and then button them back up. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go into this hive right here. We're not going to use any smoke because we don't want to disturb them too much. The virgin queens are very skittish and don't want to disturb the scent of the hive as the bees are getting used to the new queen. So we're just going to go in, pop the top and look for that queen cell and then put it right back together. And do it as minimally as invasive as we can. I'm going to go over here. I put the queen cells in the middle, so it should be fairly easy to find. We'll go over here and pull the end frame off, and then we'll just slide these frames over and out of the way here. We can get in there to that queen cell. And if she's hatched out, what we should see is a small circular cut at the bottom of the cell. That's how she chews her way out. If the cell is torn into from the side, the bees, for whatever reason, decided to chew her out of that cell and reject that cell. And if she's not out, it'll still be intact. So the cell's right here on the side of this frame. I'm going to reach in there and grab that cell protector. Wiggle it out of the wax there. A couple bees still on it, so we're being careful not to smash them. We'll take a look, and yes, you can see down on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see there's a small circular cut right there. She's chewed her way out, so she's successfully hatched out, and we're good to go. So we're going to put that one back together. Very carefully, and it'll be another 2 weeks until we expect to see some brood in there. She needs a few days to finish maturing before she goes on her mating flights, and then she'll go on her mating flights for a couple days and then return to the hive, and a couple days after that's when she starts laying. So we're looking at 2 weeks from today when we'll start going back into these hives and checking for eggs to make sure she's back from her mating flights and successfully mated. And then we'll give it another week after that until we can evaluate how she's laying to make sure she was mated well and is going to be a good laying queen before we offer these nukes for sale. So now that I got the hive closed back up, I can get in here a little bit and show you. There's a little flap right there. Just peel that back right there, and you can see the little hole right there. There you go. See a little flap that's chewed out right there? She chewed her way out the bottom. So that's how we know she's successfully hatched out of there, and we're good to go with this one. We're going to pop into the one next door here, and I'm going to show you how I've got those other queens in there caged with the cell builder as an insurance policy here. So okay, so this hive here is our cell builder. It's the same one we started all these queen cells with, all these grafts. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. I'm going to show you how I've got those queens caged up in there to allow two queens to actually be in the same hive without hurting each other. I use the JZBZ queen cages. They fit right onto the grafting frame that I use. They fit right over the JZBZ cups. They just snap right into place, and it isolates the queens and allows them to be born and not try to kill each other. So go ahead and we'll move these frames out. You can see we still got a good population of bees in here. This is our frame with our grafts on it. So there'll probably be all kinds of bees all over those two cups right there. And we've got two queens in there. So right here you can see just sit there and not kill any bees. Right here you can see these are our two JZBZ queen cages. Inside each queen cage there is a queen walking around, and these bees right here are tending to the queens. They'll feed them and keep them alive and happy for a couple of days here. We're going to go through, and any duds that we've got where the queens didn't hatch, we're going to go ahead and put one of them in. We'll put a candy plug in place up here and then insert it in the hive, and the bees in the new hive can chew her out. If we don't have any that didn't hatch, I'll probably take one of each of these. I'll probably take one of these away and make another mating nuke out of it and let her hatch, and then I'll keep the other one in this nuke right here and let her out and go get mated, so we'll have 2 extra queens then. But that's kind of what we got going on right here. You can see these things just snap right in place on that cell bar right over top of the queen cups, and then the queens just hatch out into the cage and they can't get out until we let them out. So we got a little bit of extracurricular activity going on here we're going to get rid of. Trying to get these bees to draw some frames for me, so they're drawing it out in the wrong places. So we'll go ahead and get that, and they've got some more up here. We'll take care of that later. So we're going to go ahead and put them back for now and finish up with the rest of our hive inspections, and then see if we need to come back and get these queens out. So that's it for today. We're going to finish going through the rest of these hives, doing the exact same thing. If we've got a queen or two that didn't hatch out, we'll replace her with one of the queens we've got in there. If not, we'll make those 2 queens splits and make a couple more mating nukes. But I suspect we're going to have 1 or 2 that didn't hatch out. So, and then the next thing we're going to do with these hives is we're going to wait until probably the 27th or 28th of April. We'll go back in and we'll check for eggs and make sure that they got mated and are back laying already. So stay tuned for the rest of that. Be sure to leave any comments or questions you have down below, and like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Okay, so here's a little bonus footage for this video. That is all of our queen cups that we had. That is a 100% hatch rate. Here's a little bit more of a close-up of what one of these looks like here. If I can get the camera to focus. There you go. You see how the perfect hole is right there in the center? That's where the queen chews her way out. Comes out of the cup. And like I said, we had a 100% success rate. So we've got our queens in our cages right here that we are going to put into 2 different mating nukes. These are the easy peasy queen cages. As you can see, the queen's in there wandering around, and what I did is I popped that queen cup out and popped that candy plug in its place. So instead of the queen cup, which was on the bar right there, we've got a candy plug in there now, and the bees will chew through that and release her in a couple days. And the reason I'm doing that, even though they were used to these queens, is because there's 2 queens in there, so there's 2 different pheromones in there, and I'm splitting half the bees up and with the queen and half the bees with the other queen, and you don't want the bees to not sense the right pheromone and wind up killing the queen. So this way it's a little bit more of a time release, just like introducing a regular queen. She'll be fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a toothpick and hang that from the center between the brood frames, and then they'll slowly release her, and I'll check back in about 2 to 3 days, make sure she's released, but she should be out and then going on her mating flight. So just a little bonus footage. Just wanted to show you what these easy peasy queen cages and sugar plugs look like, and let you know that we had a good success rate on our hatching. That doesn't mean we're going to have a good mating rate, so we'll see what happens in a couple weeks when they come back and mated. We'll check on them again. Thank you.